Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that cuts through the noise, digs into the sources, and pulls out the key insights you need. I'm Big Dave.
And I'm Cypher.
And today, wow, we're looking at something genuinely transformative happening in the legal sphere. Forget dusty old conferences. Think dynamic. Think inclusive. Think festival.
Now, before we jump right in, this deep dive is brought to you by Legal Avenue. Seriously, if you want more great content like this, more insights on where the law is heading, you should definitely subscribe to the Legal Avenue YouTube channel. They're really pushing the envelope. So our mission today, we're unpacking the upcoming Uganda Law Festival. We're going to look at the vision, the programs, what it all means for legal practice, especially with it kicking off August 14th, 2025. This feels like more than just an event.
It really does.
So let's get right to it. You hear festival instead of conference.
Yeah.
What's so, I guess, radical about that shift? What does it actually mean in practice?
That's the perfect starting point. And to really grasp it, you need a bit of context about the Uganda Law Society, the ULS.
So the ULS is the main professional body for, over 4,000 advocates across Uganda. It's set up by law, Cap 305, and its job is huge. Uphold integrity, promote justice via the rule of law, and critically, boost access to legal services for everyone.
Right, the central pillar for lawyers there.
Exactly. They handle things like continuous legal education, CLE ethics, networking, and they even weigh in on new laws and public interest cases. A really vital organization.
And they've always had this big annual meeting, right? The annual law conference?
They have, the ALC. That's been the tradition. But the feedback over time started pointing to some real issues.
Like what?
Well, mainly that the ALCs were often very centralized, usually in Kampala.
Ah, okay. So if you're a lawyer based far away.
Precisely. It made it tough, maybe even impossible for many regional members, and particularly junior lawyers, to attend, to participate fully. There was a feeling of, disconnect, an accessibility gap.
That makes sense. So the festival idea is the answer to that.
It's the direct response. The ULS listened and decided to completely reimagine it. Not just tweak it, but transform it into a law festival. The keywords are participatory, immersive, and crucially, decentralized. It's designed to be a national platform, not just a Kampala event.
Okay. Participatory, immersive, decentralized. I like the sound of that. And this is all happening under this banner, the Radical New Bar. Tell us about that, and who's really driving this change?
Yes, the Radical New Bar, or RNB, is central to this vision. It's not separate from the ULS. It is the ULS vision in action. And you absolutely have to mention the ULS president, Semakati Isaac. He's a major force, a key figure behind this whole transformative initiative, working with the ULS leadership.
Semakati Isaac. Got it.
The festival, under his leadership and the RNB banner, signifies a huge shift, moving away from, formal speeches and panels being the main thing.
Top-down approach.
Exactly. Towards something much more grassroots, much more interactive. It's about building a platform that's digital first, truly inclusive, and significantly decolonized.
Decolonize. What does that mean in this context?
It means consciously moving away from just inheriting colonial legal structures and risk of thinking, and instead building a legal culture and practice that's rooted in Uganda's specific needs, context, and innovations, using technology and inclusivity to empower Ugandan lawyers on their own terms.
That's a powerful ambition. So breaking it down, what are the key elements making this pivot real? You mentioned decentralization.
Right. There are sort of four main pillars to this pivot. First, inclusivity. Like we said, regional hubs are key, plus hybrid options attend in person regionally or join online. Nationwide access is the goal.
So technology is baked in from the start.
Absolutely. That's the second pillar, technology. And not just PowerPoint slides about tech. We're talking immersive experiences. Think virtual reality courtrooms for practice.
Wait, really? VR courtroom?
Yes. And live demos of AI tools, mobile justice platforms you can interact with, making legal tech tangible.
Okay, that's definitely not your standard conference fair. What else?
Third is youth and innovation, giving young lawyers, law students, legal tech startups a real seat at the table, an active role. Not just letting them observe, but involving them in shaping the future.
Investing in the next generation. Makes sense.
And fourth, policy dialogue. It's not just a tech show. It's about co-creating strategies with the government, with partners, to make sure these innovations actually lead to systemic, lasting change in the justice sector.
Okay, wow. Inclusive, tech-driven, youth-focused, and policy-oriented. That is a radical shift. So with that framework, what are the big themes they'll be tackling during the festival?
The themes flow directly from that vision under the umbrella of reimagining legal practice through technology, inclusion, and transformational change. It sets the stage. The core themes are, first, digital innovation and access to justice. How can things like e-courts, mobile legal clinics, AI tools actually make justice more accessible to more people?
The practical impact of tech.
Yeah. Exactly. Second, digital governance and the rule of law. This gets into the crucial stuff: digital rights, data protection, how we regulate AI ethically, building digital justice systems you can trust.
Super important foundations.
Critical. And third, inclusive and decentralized legal practice, making sure all this tech doesn't just benefit big city firms, but actually helps lawyers and communities everywhere, especially in rural and underserved areas.
It really sounds like they're trying to ensure tech serves justice, not the other way around.
Precisely. You know, Richard Susskind, the legal tech guru, said something like, "Technology will be the main driver. We will neither need nor want professionals to work in the way they did." That really captures the spirit here. This isn't optional anymore.
That Susskind quote always gives you pause, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got the vision, the themes. This is where I get really excited. What are the actual activities? What makes it feel like a festival starting August 14th, 2025? What will people do?
Right. This is where it moves from talk to action, from passive listening to active engagement. It's very hands-on. And importantly, the buildup starts before August 14th. In June and July 2025, they're running pre-festival activities.
Oh, okay. Warming things up.
Exactly. Like regional legal hackathons. Imagine 48-hour sprints in places like Gulu, Mbara, Mbali, Arua. Young lawyers, students, tech folks getting together to build prototype solutions for real justice problems, maybe automating legal aid intake or simplifying document access.
Hackathons for justice. I love it.
And the winning teams get fast-tracked into a new ULS legal tech incubator. Seed funding, mentorship, real support to develop their ideas.
That's fantastic. Taking ideas to reality.
Then there's a legal design challenge in July. Teams redesigning complicated legal docs, contracts, police bonds to be actually understandable by ordinary people.
Making law user-friendly. About time.
And digital literacy boot camps, both online and in person, covering essentials like using the ECCMIS, that's the court's electronic case system, plus data protection, digital ethics, getting everyone comfortable with the basics, especially those outside the main tech hubs.
Go building the skills base before the main event even starts. Very smart. Okay, so what about the main 2 days, August 14th and 15th, 2025? Paint us a picture.
It's going to be buzzing. It kicks off with an opening keynote and vision session. The Chief Justice is expected to give the plenary address, really setting the stage.
High-level kickoff.
Then you have multiple tracks running, thematic panels and policy roundtables digging deep into things like AI and litigation, blockchain uses, digital ID, data security for law firms. Real meaty discussions.
So the substance is still there.
Absolutely. But alongside that, you have the Justice Innovation and Legal Tech Expo. This is the interactive heart. Think booths showcasing virtual courtrooms you can try.
The VR again.
Mobile legal clinic apps, AI research tools. You can see them, touch them, ask questions. And related to that, immersive courtroom tech demonstrations, live walkthroughs of how a VR court session might work, or how mobile kiosks could provide access.
Demystifying it all, making it less scary.
Exactly. It's about building confidence. Then, pure practical skills. Workshops and masterclasses, hands-on sessions, how to navigate ECCMIS properly, how to do e-commissioning, basic cybersecurity for your practice, tips for adopting new tech, led by experienced lawyers and IT pros.
And these count for CLE points, right?
Yes, CLE eligible. So you're learning vital skills and fulfilling professional requirements. Win-win.
Good incentive. What else is happening?
You'll see the Hackathon finale and awards where those regional winners present their solutions. Very exciting. Fireside chats with legal innovators, informal talks with startup founders, maybe retired judges reflecting on change.
Learning from pioneers.
A government and judiciary town hall for open dialogue on policy issues like e-justice and data security. Crucial for bridging gaps. And for the future lawyers. Youth legal debates and law student forums, tackling provocative topics like AI judges or digital privacy rights.
Getting the next generation engaged early.
And it all wraps up with a festival night and closing awards, a celebration, cultural elements, dinner, recognizing the standout innovators from the event. It ends on a high note, feeling like a community.
Wow. That lineup is genuinely packed and incredibly diverse. It really does sound like a festival, blending, learning, doing, debating, and celebrating. So after experiencing all that, What are the key things someone should walk away with? What are the real takeaways?
The goal is very practical knowledge and confidence. Participants should leave understanding the core technologies. What is case management software? What are LLMs? How does e-filing work? Not just buzzwords.
Real understanding.
They should be able to identify use cases for these tools in their own work. And crucially, feel comfortable enough to start applying some of these tools, even simple ones, in their daily practice, thanks to the demos and workshops.
Building immediate capability.
Definitely. Also, learning how to use things like content creation or social media ethically to build their practice visibility. Connecting with the vendors and innovators at the expo, finding potential solutions or partners.
Networking with a purpose.
And maybe most importantly, really reflecting on the ethics. Digital competence is now an ethical duty. Confidentiality in the cloud, cybersecurity, data protection, responsible AI avoiding bias, whether it's gender, age, economic, racial, or just AI making things up.
Those AI hallucinations.
Exactly. The festival aims to equip lawyers to navigate those complex ethical waters thoughtfully. It's about using tech responsibly for justice.
Okay, this truly sounds like a fundamental reimagining. The Uganda Law Festival, starting August 14th, 2025, guided by Simakati Isak and the vision of the radical new bar. It's not just an event, is it? It feels like a marker, a turning point, bridging old and new, city and countryside, paper and pixels.
It absolutely feels like a defining moment. And for you, listening, maybe think about what this kind of transformation means for your role in justice, wherever you are. This is an invitation, really, to join a movement, to be part of shaping what comes next. It's a chance to chart a genuinely bold new course.
Embrace the pivot, as you said earlier.
Exactly. Make history.
And that leaves us, as always, with a final thought to chew on. If technology is digging its roots this deep into legal practice, reshaping everything, what are the brand new ethical quandaries, the professional dilemmas that we haven't even properly anticipated yet? And how do we even start preparing for those? Something to think about. That's all for this deep dive. A huge thanks for joining us. Remember, subscribe to the Legal Avenue YouTube channel for more forward-looking legal insights. I'm Big Dave.
And I'm Cypher.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.